I'm walking out here right now between cages at the 5th annual Disc Golf Victory Junction Campership Classic. And Jacob Bird and Drew and the other guys that help out really do a good job of putting this all together. And I'm going to try to look from up here. One of the shots goes from about where this caboose is down towards the water tower. But when you look out over this place, Victory Junction, it's a massive area. It's such a cool place. One of the most magical places in the world. With the amount of space, I think there's close to 90 acres here. And one of the cool things about 90 acres and having a disc golf course, every year when you come to this tournament, it's a different course. They change little minor things, and some of them are very unique. Like one of the baskets that you saw is hanging in the air. There's a big water feature on this course. There's a 7-acre pond in the middle of it that you're playing around for some shots. It's so cool, and it's a big shout out to Dynamic Disc and the Fly Guy. They come out. Dynamic Disc sponsors the event. The Fly Guy comes out, and he's bringing out a bunch of merchandise. And it's just such a cool event and fundraiser to raise money for the kids so that these kids can come to camp. And you have pros out here who come and play, and amateurs, and everybody's just so friendly at this tournament. It's not a huge competition. Everybody's just kind of out here having fun, and it's great to see that just positive attitude, and you see that disc golf community really come together for this tournament. But man, it's day number 2 right now. You couldn't ask for a better day. Okay, maybe minus the wind. It is getting a little breezy. There was a little bit of rain this morning. I wasn't sure about it, but gosh, it's like 70 degrees out here. I'm sweating. It's in the middle of November. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's get back to the disc. All right, so I'm out here with Mr. Eric Oakley.
What's good?
And this is your first time at Victory Junction, correct?
Yes.
How do you like the camp so far, walking around from what you've seen?
Unbelievable.
It's such an incredible place, right?
This place is like, I don't know, I thought I had an idea of like heavyweights was like the coolest camp that I could think of as like that I'd
That
love
does
to
look
go
like such
to.
a cool camp though.
Right? But this like takes the cake. This takes it to a whole new level. It's impressive, and what it's doing is, I think, is even more impressive. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm such a huge fan, and can't wait to come back next year and you know, be a part of something bigger than just what we're doing.
Oh, that's awesome. We're glad to hear that. How do you think the tournament's been going so far, minus all this wind that we're starting to get today?
Honestly, I think it's one of the coolest things to see that you know, people are willing to give up their weekends to do something good, and I feel like people are having fun. I haven't heard anybody complaining about the course, complaining about anything. Might have a little more reasons with this wind, like you're saying.
Yeah,
so.
I know. I was actually expecting more rain and it'd be cooler for being the middle of November.
I know.
But
it's
I was saying that same thing before, though. It's such a cool tournament because you get pros out here, you get amateurs out here. You even have, what I guess, is it a junior league for disc golf?
Yeah.
And it's not as much of a tournament as much as just a lot of people coming together and have fun. And I think it's a great representation of the disc golf community.
Absolutely.
And what it's all about. And it's so awesome, and we're glad that you're here. Thanks for showing up.
Dude,
and
appreciate it, man.
Have fun walking around and
Thanks,
enjoying
dude.
the tournament.
Appreciate it.
Sit.
All right, Mr. Hannibal, the Fly Guy, right?
Right.
How long have you been a part of this disc golf tournament, the Campership Classic with Jacob?
So as Fly Guy, this is our second year. This is my third year here. I started playing about 5 years ago. The event was new then. I heard about it. I was intrigued, but I didn't make it until 3 years ago. And we'll be here every year now.
Oh, that's great to hear. You went out and played the course earlier this morning, right?
Correct.
How'd you like the course this year?
I like the course better this year. It suits my game a little better because I'm a lower rated rec player.
Yeah.
I could see where it might be frustrating to a pro with a better skill set who could throw a little bit deeper.
Yep.
But as far as the spirit of this being a magical place for kids and a fun thing to do, I think they succeeded in making a very fun layout.
Oh yeah, and it's so fun. I enjoy that too. It's almost different a little bit every year. There's a few things like the shot from the treehouse or the basket that hangs.
I really like this year's edition of Hole 5, where you're coming back up the hill through some trees.
Okay, yep.
It's actually almost the most disc golf course hole on the course, and it's a nice transition from after you've played this open area around the lake. It's like, okay, now make a little run through the woods, and then we're going to go back in the open again. So I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun course. And are you, I guess, the fly guy, are you here selling just dynamic disc stuff, or do you sell all sorts of things?
We carry currently 10 different lines. Dynamic is very big in what we do. One, because I've always liked dynamic products. They were very supportive in the beginning. When Fly Guy began, another gentleman started Fly Guy, and it was just Trilogy product.
Okay.
And then when I acquired it, I started adding other products. So we carry all of the bigger stuff. We have, of course, Dynamic Westside Latitude, Innova, Discmania, Discraft, MVP, Axiom, and then we also carry some of the smaller boutique, Mint and Streamline.
Okay. And then I had one more question. I just had it in my head. So I guess for people that are watching this video, where would they maybe see you or find you if they were looking for something or if they were out playing somewhere?
If you want to physically find us, the best thing to do is to check our website at flyguydiscgolf.com, and there is a link to a calendar feature. You can also look on Disc Golf Scene.
Okay.
For next year, we've already listed 12 events. We're doing an amateur tour across the state of North Carolina, from Asheville all the way to Ahoskie.
Oh, that's neat.
So we can be found in multiple places. And we'll be back at many of the events that we've been known for so far next year.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for coming out and supporting Victory Junction, and we're excited to see you again next year. And it was nice meeting you this year, and I hope to see you again in the future.
We will be here.
Cool.
Thank you.
Like to hear it. Thank you. Well, the sun is finally starting to come out at the 5th annual Campership Classic, and it is turning into such a nice warm day. Unfortunately, it's a windy day, so it's making it a little bit challenging for the players. I don't know if you can see the water mountain over here. It's just blowing right across, right into 2T section. So if you're teeing off over there, you are getting hit by water. And I just noticed that there is an umbrella down, so I'm gonna go help that.